More and more people in Christian circles are talking about feeling God's presence in a worship service or prayer meeting. And I can't help but scratch my head wondering, where do you get that? Is it taught in the epistles? Because I never saw them telling us how to do it, and how do you know you actually are experiencing. Even in the book of Acts. Now I do see God showing up, but what I see is that when He does by His Spirit, people become generous or they preach the gospel. But nobody's saying, I'm feeling God's presence right now. I can read Jesus saying, happy are those, blessed are those who believe without seeing, touching, or experiencing. Now there are some experiencing. That's why Paul, praying for the Ephesians in chapter 3, talks about how by the Spirit's help we can comprehend, right? Understand the infinite greatness of God and the love of Christ that surpasses knowledge. So it's all about knowing who God is, how He's revealed Himself, that we experience God and His love. Like knowing that He's omnipresent. And that where two or three are gathered, there's the Lord. So there's no specific presence more than the other. The problem is it becomes subjective because it's not based on what God has said, it becomes what man believes. So we start attributing experiences of God's presence that might not be from Him, maybe from the flesh or the devil. What's worse even is that how do you activate God's presence and make God nothing more than something you can manipulate? Play the right music and God will come and say, oh, I have to give my presence to you now. That's not the true and living God. That's a pagan God that's excited by what we do. So again, be careful, brothers and sisters, to make sure that what you're experiencing is of God and is from His Word. Because everything else, it's always dangerous.